Hello and welcome back to yoga. Thank you for joining me as we get ready for bed. So tonight is a gentle bedtime yoga flow, and hopefully you'll have a great night's sleep after this. So I have some essential oils going in my diffuser. I have lavender, eucalyptus, peppermint combo. So anything that kind of helps you to feel relaxed and calm, that's perfect. And I also have a blanket, nice cozy blanket, and I have a variety of pillows to choose from because this is all about comfort, and I'm in my PJs obviously. So we're gonna get started on our bellies. And some of you who might be pregnant mommies, maybe it doesn't feel good to be on your belly, and maybe you bring a pillow right under your belly. I know that feels good for me. But of course, if it does not feel good, don't do it. So on our bellies, we are gonna bring our right cheek to our hands, using our hands as a pillow, and just settle in here. Beginning to breathe, inhaling through the nose, and exhaling through the nose or the mouth, whatever feels good. Closing your eyes or having a soft gaze. Whatever feels comfortable and safe for you. Inhaling, maybe you smell the nice aroma from the essential oil combo, whatever you created. And your exhales allow you to melt a little bit deeper into the mat or the bed or floor, wherever you are. Inhaling peace and exhaling anything that no longer serves you. Anything that bothered you today, worried you today, there's no need to hold on to it, so just let it go on the exhales. Settling here, there's nowhere else to be. When you're ready, maybe you stay here, and this is your yoga practice tonight, and that's fine. Or maybe you bend your knees, bringing the feet towards the ceiling, and just begin to windshield wiper the legs back and forth, super slowly, massaging out that belly, if it feels okay for you. I'm 19 weeks pregnant this week, and I still feel pretty good. I know everybody's different in their pregnancy and how their body feels. And talking to my doctor, she just told me to do what feels good. So I suggest the same to you. If you want, you can switch your gaze, bringing the left cheek to the palms of the pillow or the blanket. I'm going to keep mine facing you guys so you can hear me. And just keep moving those legs softly, windshield wiping out that lower back. Maybe we're standing all day or sitting all day. This is just a really nice release. Inhaling peace and calm. And exhaling any stress or worry. Nothing we need right now. And then coming to stillness and bringing the legs down your mat. And we're going to bring the hands up onto the mat and come into our Sphinx. So our forearms are going to be on the mat. The fingertips are forward. And the gaze is down towards the mat. And we're just feeling that little back bend in the lower back. And maybe you look towards the left. And exhale back to center. Inhale towards the right. Exhale back to center. And then bringing the forehead or chin down to the mat or the blanket. And then pressing yourself up super slowly to our tabletop. Maybe you move that pillow out of the way if you're using it. So our hands are under our shoulders and the knees are under our hips. And our gaze is down towards the mat. And as we inhale, we're going to drop the belly and lift the gaze, coming into a gentle cow. And then exhale, bring the spine towards the ceiling and the chin towards the chest, coming into a gentle cat. And flowing, long inhale, dropping the belly. And a long exhale, returning to that cat. We're just slowly moving through our cat and cows, just so that we can get all of any of the stickiness out of our bodies before we settle into bed tonight. Beautiful. Coming back to your neutral tabletop, gaze is down, and we're going to curl the toes under and hover the knees. And maybe you stay right here, or maybe you lift the hips towards the ceiling, coming into a gentle downward dog. The knees can be super bent here, or they could be straight, whatever feels good for you. And just letting that head hang heavy, looking back towards your toes. Maybe walk out your dog. This is the most action we're doing tonight. It's very gentle tonight, so do not fret. And then bending the knees, looking towards the hands, and just tiptoe towards your hands. And when you get there, maybe your feet are hip-width distance apart, and find your forward fold. So folding the belly over the thighs, and you can bring the hands to the mat or behind the calves. But the main thing here is to let that head hang heavy. So just look between the legs. And just letting all of that go. And again, if this does not feel good for you, with your pregnant belly, you can gently come out of it by bringing your hands or your elbows to your knees, and maybe your hands to prayer here. And if this still doesn't feel good, I would recommend coming onto your knees and just come into a gentle embryo. So just choosing what feels good for you in your body. And from your forward fold, we're going to plant the hands and just step right back to our tabletop. And we're going to bring the knees to the edges of the mat and the toes to touch, and sink back into our child's pose, extending the arms long in front of you and bringing the forehead or chin to the mat, or again to a pillow, using whatever props feel good for you. And I'm just going to lift my gaze up just so you can hear me. But in your child's pose, just allow your forehead to rest. And maybe you rock the forehead, that third eye, from side to side, massaging out that part right in between the eyebrows. sticking with those long, deep inhales, breathing in peace. And long exhales, exhaling nothing that you want to hold on to. There's nowhere else to be. There's nothing else to do. So just let it go. Deep inhales and deep exhales. Beautiful. Every exhale, you feel a little bit more peace. Maybe you stay here for the night. Maybe you press back up to that tabletop just for a quick minute as we find a comfortable seat at the top of our mat or our bed. Maybe you're sitting on a pillow, whatever feels good for you. And the eyes can be closed, or maybe there's a soft gaze here. And I'm going to place one hand on my belly, feeling a connection with my baby, and one hand on my heart space. And again, this practice is for everybody and anybody. So I've always loved putting one hand on my belly and one hand on my heart space, pregnant or not. It just brings me a sense of peace and calm. As we inhale, the belly fills up with that peace and calmness. And as we exhale, we just let everything go. Inhale, peace and calm. Exhale, what no longer serves us. Beautiful. Bringing the hands to our knees. And then bringing the fingers towards the ceiling. Maybe the gaze follows. And then exhale, hands down to the mat. Inhale, bring those arms high, creating a soft aura of peace and calmness surrounding you. Inhale, arms come high. And then exhale, bring the hands to prayer at heart space. Maybe closing the eyes again. As you set an intention, maybe you want to reflect on the day, or just repeat a nice gentle mantra. I am peace. I am calm. I will sleep well tonight. Releasing the hands to the knees, fluttering the eyes open maybe, or maybe keep them closed. We're going to extend this right leg long if it feels okay for you, keeping the left foot in towards our body. We're going to reach the right fingertips towards the right toes. And maybe you reach that left arm. And maybe use a pillow here. And just softly fold over the shape. Just again, find what feels good for you. Inhaling, coming back up. releasing that pillow if you had it, and bringing those right feet in towards the body and extending that left leg long. Again, exploring on this side, extending, reaching the left fingertips towards the left feet. Maybe you reach that right arm. Maybe use that prop again. Whatever feels good for you tonight. Just exploring. Inhale, coming back up to a comfortable seat. And we're going to extend both legs out long in front of us. Again, maybe grabbing that pillow. I'm going to put it right under my knees for some extra support. I'm going to fold it in half. I'm just going to fold over the shape. Breathing in so deeply and exhaling fully. Walking the fingertips up the legs, bending the knees, removing that pillow if you used it, and maybe you place it on the top of the mat to use as your actual pillow. And find your way to your back, bring the elbows to the mat, and all the way down. At last. The arms can be down beside us, feet are planted. And we're going to gently press into the feet and lift the hips up towards the ceiling, coming into a gentle bridge. Maybe you grab another pillow and slide it right under here. And breathe. Staying here, or maybe exploring happy baby, bending the knees, bringing the feet towards the ceiling, the soles of the feet. And maybe you grab a hold of the calves or the big toes, making that bind. And just seeing what feels good. We are just settling, releasing everything from the day. Maybe bring the soles of the feet together, the knees are out, continuing this rock and roll back and forth. And releasing that bind. And we're going to settle here. So find what feels good. Maybe you grab your blanket. Maybe you put a pillow under the feet. Just find comfort and peace. Your body has done everything it needed to do. You are enough. You do enough. Now just allow yourself to settle into a restful night's sleep. Staying here. And maybe this is where you end your night. Breathing Maybe you bring your hands to prayer at your heart space as you stay lying down on your mat. I gently say to you, Namaste. Sleep tight, my friends.